my side, I am not alone. I feel him in my spirit through my flesh and bone. He helped the lesson, all of my stress kept me fresh and strong. The Lord will keep you if you let him, blessings overflowing. Since adolescence been manifesting these golden poems. I feel gold in my pen and I'm still gone. I'm still a servant to the one who wore a crown of thorns. I watching her pray cause any day could hear the sound of horns. Yeah, when God for you, who can stand against it? I fear no evil as I'm walking through the darkest trenches. My heart was wicked, I'm thankful he paid the cost to fix it. The cost paid, I'm still recouping my lost days. It's all faith, I'm past good, it's called great. The devil tricky like stutter steps and bald face. Could never trick me, rebuke us swiftly, let's all pray. Heavenly Father, my Bible is like a chopper. These scriptures I spit to stop them from plotting and playing possum way. I'm leveled up, but my origins from the bottom. Was Colby the poor king before seeing a single dollar grace. Keep me covered, I'm going in with my fishing hook. To recover some sinners, we coming out for good. Yeah, I'm a stepping stone plus a ladder. Building to save the children from the rat-a-tat-tatter. Be a hero plus a doer, that's what matters.
Back again, we would cut a case to keep that podcast show. It's your boy Cuddy J, the host. We back like we left something. Tonight. I got a special guest tonight, y'all. I really been hunting him down for the last, probably since I started podcasting. And now that I've caught up with him, and we've had a couple of words, and I think I asked him before, hey man, you want to come on the podcast show? And I think his answer was, yeah man, just hit me up. And that was probably about 2-3 years ago. Then I asked him again about another year and a half ago, or probably last year. He said, man, I want you to come on the show. You know, we can just set it up. And I finally said something again about a week ago and said, say man, I gotta have you on the show. Just because I just gotta have him on the show now because he's on a whole different wave now. And I'm loving it and it's still good like it always been good. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, y'all. Let them know who you are and where you're from, man.
Well, first of all, I appreciate you, brother, for sure. I saw you posting the videos and sharing different stuff and being the type of music that I'm doing now. You helping me with, spread the good news of the gospel. So my name is Colby Savage. For those that don't know, that's my real name, not no stage name. A lot of people ask me that, but that's
time out. Hold up, now it makes sense. So Colby Savage is your real name.
That's my government name, yes sir.
It goes so well with the art.
Yeah. When I was younger, I think I did have a rap name, but there was a producer I was working with, and he was like, your real name is dope, bro. Like, you should use your real name. So
really with how people use Savage.
Yeah.
Now and back then.
Yeah, and I think that's why people always think that that's like my stage name. Because people will say, well, what's your real name? And I say, Colby Savage. Oh, that's her. So yeah, that's my real name.
Like Keith Mary.
It's a lot of Savages where I'm from, though, so it's not.
Yeah, but I like, so, okay. Keep going, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you. So you Colby Savage is your real name.
That's my real name. I'm from Commerce, Texas, born and raised. Lived in Dallas for quite some time. Did a lot of music in Dallas. Still doing music in Dallas. Actually got a studio over in South Dallas, Villa Cooler Studio.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm partner over there with some guys, and that's pretty much it, man. It's not really about me. I ain't gonna even lie. It's all about the Lord, man. It's all about
righteous
representing Him. Anytime that I got on camera or time to speak to someone, that's pretty much what the energy is,
That's what's up, man. Because you, and see, like, I knew you was from, when we used to always scream back in the day, you had a saying, No Mercy, Texas, and I was always wondering what that was, and then I had to look on the map, and it's Commerce.
Commerce, man.
But speaking of Commerce, I just found out you moved back to Commerce last year.
Yes.
You've been gone for a while.
I've been gone for a while now. I've been back home, man. I've been back in the country, man, for like probably 4 or 5 years now, I think. 4 years, probably 4. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I was seeing pictures of like,
Dallas right down the street. It's an hour,
yeah,
so
it's
nothing to come. There's nothing to come visit, and I got the studio, so I'll be having reasons to come down here all the time. But no, I love being back at home, man. It's just refreshing. I grew up there, like I said. My kid is with me, so she likes school down there. Yeah.
How old is your daughter?
She's 17. She's about to graduate.
Okay.
Yeah,
so what made you go back to Commerce or leaving Dallas?
Man, to be honest with you, I got divorced, and then I was gonna stay up here, and then some things happened, and it just was best for me to go back home and take her back home with me in a slower environment. And now things definitely still happen in Commerce, but I just got more help and more eyes on her. And she's about to graduate, so
You're 17 in a city like this with your
it
mom.
can be tough. Yeah, it can be tough.
No dad around can be.
Yeah. And I'm mostly at home, so I'm able to kind of monitor her a little bit better. But I thank God for real. It's definitely been a blessing.
Man.
But she's doing good, so it's been working out. The decision been working out.
So that's good. And I've been knowing him. We shared the same stage with each other years, but back in the day, Nairobi days, Tomcats, Palm Beach, up to my 04, 05, 06, 07. And I just I stayed in touch with his music. Even when I wasn't around him, it was like when MySpace came out. And that's when everybody had their MySpace page, and you was able to create your stuff and make your page look good and have your music on there. Yeah. And I remember your page looked so jazzed up, so good, and you had your song on there that you had 3 songs on there. One of them you sampled the Norman Connors song, Starship.
Starship, one of my favorite songs.
Man, that's I love. Me and my boy, we used to play it all the time.
Yeah.
I guess we will play it like we'll have domino game going on over there, or whoever kicking it up. Play that Starship by Colby. By Colby, we play like we loved it.
Yeah.
And
I thought you were talking about the original song. That's dope, though.
I love the original song.
Yeah.
You know what? I play the original song just to hear it, but when I hear it, I said Colby Savage had sampled that thing. And the way he did it sound nice.
Yeah.
I said I can't find this song for nothing.
Yeah. It's hard to find. I don't even know. It's probably on one of my
Can you go back to your MySpace page?
No.
You can't?
I definitely don't remember.
I don't even remember.
Do they still got it? Is that up? That
somebody said
still
they
up?
didn't go. I had a talk with somebody. They said that they was able to put up their MySpace
What?
page. Still. It still exists.
I would love just to go see it. I was just go see what it looked like.
There's a vocal space thing going on too.
Yeah.
Man, it's all type of accounts and F still running just with some down lazy undercover stuff. You never know what people use a certain app for. It's just Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and Snapchat and all whatever.
Yeah. They got
That's
everything
the news
now.
right
They got
now.
everything now, man. I got a couple of them. I can't even handle all of them. They got so much going on. The camera would just have to be in my face too much. I just I'll stick with because I got my little business going. So I said I stick with Instagram and I got Facebook, and it makes it easy. That's all you need.
I think Twitter for a guy like me is boring because I'm not connected. Now, if I was a celebrity or somebody like that, it might be more cool. But the fact that I'm not at that level is boring to me.
Right.
I like to connect with the people I'm right there with.
Exactly.
So that's why like Facebook is my dominant. Like Instagram was cool for a minute, but it varies. It's up and down. Think about Instagram. Somebody will follow me. I will get 10 followers, and then come back the next week, I lose 10 followers. Like people unfollow you. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
You can debate with somebody on Facebook and have a disagreement. They're gonna still
follow.
They're gonna still look at your stuff. So that's why I don't care about Instagram, man. I don't get it. If you're not a fake Facebook model or Instagram model or somebody that's flashing a bunch of guns and cash, you ain't gonna really last. Yeah. So, but okay, let's get back to your move back to Commerce. You're taking care of your daughter, man, which is A1 steak sauce. Kind of love that shit. That's what's up. Excuse my French.
Yeah, really.
Your music started trending. I listened to your albums. Was Commerce part of the transition of you coming from the street rap to Christian rap?
Was Commerce part of that? I would say the only aspect Commerce would be part of it was that I grew up there and I did have a lot of experiences in Commerce that was negative. And of course my grandma raised me there in the church or whatever, so that kind of played a part, I think in me coming back to it, as the scriptures say, that, train the child up in the way that they should go and they'll come back to it. So, but when I was in Dallas, I was going through a lot of the same stuff that I had already experienced in Commerce, just the shootings and the violent, situations and just the same stuff. And I'm like, hold on, man. As I'm getting older, it's like this ain't really me, first of all, and I've been through this enough. I'm tired of
wash my hand, clip my nails.
Yeah, I'm tired of shootings, and I'm tired of surrounded by negative stuff. And then my nephew was murdered, and then I was going through personal stuff.
That's right there on Walnut, right?
On Walnut and Abrams.
Yeah.
My nephew Nigel. Yeah, my nephew Nigel was murdered over there. And it just was, a lot was going on in my personal life too, and just was fed up, bro. Was fed up and was needing something different, and I just started, like a job does an audit. They do an audit every now and then to see what,
everything's valid and legit.
And what you've been doing and how good you've been doing. So I did an audit of myself and was just like, yo, why is this happening? Like, what's the common denominators in this situation? I'm not a violent person myself. I ain't trying to shoot nobody, kill nobody. But why am I always involved in this kind of stuff? And the only thing that was the common denominator was the music, the type of music that I was making. And that was putting me around certain environments, certain
You said you better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself. You feel me? So
that's exactly what you did.
That's what I did.
So do you think the music that you make and the music that you listen to make you?
Yes, I do. And the reason why is just because I believe in the Word of God. I truly believe in it, and it says that the power of life and death is in the tongue, and those who love it will eat the fruits of it. So I believe, and then we always love to say, I'm manifesting this, so I'm manifesting that. Manifesting this is thinking about something and saying something. You're thinking about something and you're saying, this is going to happen for me. This is what I want to happen in my life, and then it comes to pass or whatnot. So it's the same with the music. I mean, we make music and it makes millions of people. Some artists come out to see you or to watch your video or to go and purchase your music. That's power. What else is there? They don't just do it because they like you. They what you're saying has moved them in a way to go and do something, to be active. So what we say causes people to be active,
See,
so we have to be mindful of it.
With me though, like me being an ex-cocaine dealer, well, I sold weed and X pills and whatever I could sell, but I was mainly a coke seller.
Yeah,
I can still listen to certain rappers talk that B-boy blues stuff and be cool about it and love it because I know it, I feel, but still it doesn't give me the urge to even want to do it again.
Well, you was already in it though.
So, even like
you was already in it.
But even when I did it, when I started doing it, it wasn't the music that made me do it. It was just it was right there. It was the whole atmosphere, the product of my environment.
Yeah.
Then when I started listening to music, and the music was talking about what I was doing, it made me relate to it and love it more.
Yeah.
So I guess that you're right.
Yeah.
And once you already did it, you still go back and listen to it. And I'm not praising it though.
And we're speaking in a general sense too, because there's individuals who can think above what other people say, of course, you know what I'm saying? But we're speaking in general, for our community, and we can see, we don't have to even speculate, we can see the ramifications of it because we look at Biggie and we look at Tupac. I know they were great rappers, they did a lot of great stuff for the game, they are legendary, but one of the things that I think people miss is they really spoke that. It lines up with what the word says. The word says you're going to eat what you're saying. You're saying it, you're going to eat it. I think that a lot of times we overlook it because the stuff we say don't happen immediately. Yeah. We say it, we forget about it. I said that a year ago. I'm not, but we never know.
Eventually it will come.
Yeah, because a lot of times, they will say, and rap is art, but the thing about rap is it's kind of like preaching. A lot of rappers, when we rapping, the thing that makes it people love us, they think that that we really living it. And a lot of rappers intentionally would do stuff so they can rap about it. I know that for a fact.
I know Benny Siegel has said, man, he actually went to Marcy to shoot 456 because he already said it in the verse. He said, you can catch Mac in Marcy, 456 in it, Orangeburg Jackson, New York licking it.
Yeah.
So he went to the corner and shot 456 in Marcy.
Come on. So it's that thin line between art and reality, because I want to live up to what I'm saying, because I don't want to be rapping this in front of these street guys and they like, this guy ain't really that.
Benny Siegel, he was there. Yeah. Benny Siegel is really that though. He was.
Yeah, Benny Siegel really that.
He's changed man.
He definitely was that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, so that's the thing about the rap. It's not that these guys are just rapping and it's just art. A lot of these guys are really living it, and they killing people. You see
like the rappers now.
Come on.
Like these guys that are getting signed to the labels.
Yeah, these guys are
those
dying.
Those are real street kids. Those are not studio gangsters.
Come on, man. These guys are dying so they get the deal.
Cause they got
some of these guys are dying before the record even come out. Before they first record come out, they already dead.
They gone. They because they got this big time dealer in their neighborhood that's presenting the money to the label to give to them. That's why you're not gonna hear no albums like the Fugees and Nostradamus or the. You're not gonna get those albums no more because they want you. They want you to like the rappers. They got 20 guns in this video, no females. 20 guns, 5 dudes. So they know what they want now. They want to kill each other with it. So that's why I think that's why I'm glad this drill rap and this other type of rap, even the trap style rap. I like sub trap. Don't get me. But I'm glad it's gone. And we starting to get this more raw material and substance back.
Yeah.
And I think Griselda opened the gates for that because there's more rappers. It ain't just Benny the Butcher and Conway and Westside. It's like that. You got a bunch of guys. You got like Ransom. You have Stove God Cooks. You have Husk Kingpin. You got a bunch of rappers. God Fahim. These are guys that's like they're not backpack rappers. They just they tell stories and they put it in street terminology where it's cool. They got a big fan base. Yeah. So your music though, like I was saying, I love the transition, man. Cause first of all, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, come in, share with your friends. Oh, hit the dislike button because y'all know I like all the smoke. I mean, you can do that too. This is Occasionally Kickback Podcast Show. I just wanted to say that before that. Your music, name your albums.
Ah, man. Come on, I can't. There's too many.
Okay, the ones that are listed on Apple, it's 5 or 6 of them.
Okay, I'm gonna say probably Sin, Sorrows, and Salvation, especially the stuff since I've been doing this since gospel stuff. Sin, Sorrow, Salvation.
But your playlist has you on everybody, nice body of work. You on other people's stuff. You on like 7 Goodness Gracious albums.
Yeah. Been rapping for a minute.
Yeah, so you on the but the name of your albums.
My albums, Sin, Sorrow, Salvation, Wisdom, My Testimony, Positive Parables Volume 1, and Positive Parables Volume 2.
So
I'm in the studio now.
Number 5. So the order they go in, Wisdom is number 3. So that's when you transition to the Christian rap, right?
Well, no, the transition started with Sin, Sorrows, and Salvation.
Okay.
Yeah. I started, making an effort to change the writing, change the, I definitely was taking the cursing out and all that, because as I'm trying to grow with God and trying to learn Him more, I'm in the Scripture. I'm listening to people that are motivating me in a positive way, and so that's coming out, and that's what's coming out in the writing. As I'm going, I'm just getting better at it and better at it, and I can see myself getting better at it, and the message getting more clear. But that's the only reason I'm still at it is just when I gave my life back to God, I said, man, I still love to do music though, Lord. But if you don't want me to do it, that's fine with me. I wasn't going to fight about it, and I had no quarrels about it. I'm like, I can stop doing it. I can definitely do something else. I want to do whatever's going to benefit you and your agenda and what you got going. If you just want me to go talk to somebody on the corner about you, 1 or 2 people, that's fine. It don't matter. But
found a way.
I tell you what happened. I tell you really what happened. I was actually living in Garland, had a crib in Garland, but the studio that I was recording at the time when I was in this process was in Arlington. And I was like, man, it's gonna be a long drive for me to, and I really couldn't even, I was getting to that point where, you know, my kids were getting older. I had more kids in the house with me at the time. My other daughters was living with me. And I'm like, I really can't afford to do it. So I guess I'm not gonna be able to do it. But I was, Lord, if you want me to do it, you know, I know you'll make a way. I still love to do it. I really just love writing and making music. And so I kid you not, bro, a dude that I went to school with, college with, from Oak Cliff, years and years ago, Cadillac Cam King, inboxed me on Facebook. He was like, yo, I didn't even know you was doing music, bro. Like, I need you to come over here and meet my partner, Lunda, and I want y'all to chop it up and we can rap for him and we're gonna chill or whatever. So I go over there and just come to find out this dude is like 15 minutes down the road. You know what I mean? In Mesquite. Garden Mesquite.
Yeah, right there.
So go over there and rap with him. He loved it. He like, yo, you can come over here and rap anytime you want to. Like, no charge. I'm loving what you're doing. I love how that sounds. So I was like, okay, Lord, you know. So that's why I took that as the green light. Okay, I want you to keep going, but you're gonna do it for me. And so I started going down the street recording with him. And fast forward a few years later, we ended up building Villa Cool Studios right over there on 3631 Colonial. We got the studio in the back. We got the podcast area in the front. And we got the middle area where people sometimes rent out to do shows. It's a green screen, people shoot videos or whatnot. So that was another big green light. Like, not only I'm gonna, you know, make it closer for you, make it a lot easier, and then you don't gotta pay. I'm gonna also put you with these guys that you just met, other than the guy you went to school with, and you ain't seen him in 20 years. I'm gonna put you with these guys, and you guys are gonna have a whole studio. And we've been open now, I don't know, 5-6 years, bro.
This is in Dallas, right?
We're in the South. We in Thursday. Yeah, that's where I'm
And
going
I'm
to record
always
it on
over
this
there.
Sunday. Yeah.
I'm always over there. See,
You always welcome.
and people want me. I've been urged to get back in the booth, man. 'Cause I got so much stuff, man, that I never recorded. Like the stuff that I wrote when I was in TDC, I never had tracks to match what I wrote in TDC because my head was in a different place. I'm sitting at TDC.
Yeah.
So when I got home, 2012, the producers I was with, the click I was with, they wasn't providing those type of tracks
That you was trying to.
And that's when I let go rap.
Mm.
I said in the last episode, I told my boy Corey Walker, who was on here last week from BGN, I said I gave up rapping, man, because I feel like, you know, producers, they know my style of play. They my in-house producers, plus we a whole clique. They're not making the music that I need to put my stuff on.
Yeah.
And I think they were doing it on purpose. So I started seeing that because it's still to this day, it was all about coming. They will make a track that's for me, right? But they gonna rap on it. Going down them type of niggas who rap on that shit, not you.
Yeah, I got
But
you.
that's how it goes, and that's when I just gave up rap. I was halfway done with my second album because my first album was on all platforms called Louisiana Access.
Okay.
That's I dropped that 2010. That's on all platforms. Louisiana Access. I performed a couple songs off the album back in the Nairobi days in Palm. But I saved those songs.
Every time I heard them names, I got to smile because that bring back memories.
Rest in peace, Kundalini, man.
Rest in
Shout out to
peace,
Kundalini, man. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a whole other conversation right there, though.
Yeah, man.
But so I had a second album that I was writing. I wrote Damaged Goods, the story. That was the title of the album.
Okay.
I did a song I put on all my songs. All this music is on SoundCloud. I had like 6-7 songs I was into my album.
Yeah.
Damaged Goods, the story. The title song, Damaged Goods. It's the best song on the album. We got played the most, and everybody liked from different ages and colors.
Yeah.
And when I did it, the production got better, but at the same time, it was like, I had to get that track from another nigga. Not nobody out my camp. So I was still performing a little bit. I did a couple shits at Elm Street Bar and Pub right there in D-Bell. That's where everybody performing at now, I think. Well, at the time being anyway, it's like 2013, 14. I'm with a lady. we together and stuff. Boom, she gets pregnant, so I'm in the house a lot now. When I'm in the house now, I'm watching YouTube a lot. I have a Fire Stick. I'm watching Breakfast Club. I'm watching this, that. I'm like, damn, they doing what I can do that.
Right. Yeah, podcast is the thing that's popping right now.
At the time, this is 2014, 15.
On it early.
I'm one of the, I'm an OG of podcasting. Everybody, people tell you at least I know I'm one of the first black podcasters.
Yeah.
Cause people, and it goes back. I started off on this. I hang out at this bar in Addison called Sherlock's. It used to hump a little harder back then, and people, I'm very known in that area. People like me for a lot of reasons. And this one guy, he was curious about my lifestyle because what he heard from other people, and he liked what I'd seen. I was a parent. I had my kids around me, and my lady, and he wanted me on his podcast. I didn't know what the fuck a podcast was. He said, I work for Lex and Terry for iHeartRadio right here, the iHeartRadio building right there on the tollway, right across from Galleria Mall. I said, you do a podcast? I said, it's funny, me and my boy was thinking about doing a podcast called The Happy Hour. And we didn't really talk about it, so he said, how about you come to my show Saturday and we interview you? And it was like 2016, July. And I'm like, now it's my birthday, my bad, October the 1st. My first time doing the podcast was my birthday, October the 1st, 2016.
Awesome.
And he has a big following. It was 85 countries, 50 states at the time. And his audience wanted me to come back on the show.
That's dope.
And I came back on the show, and I came back again. I became a cast member.
Yeah.
They kind of like pumped me to do my podcast. They kept on celebrating my podcast and promoting my podcast on his show. And I'm like, I never had a name for it. And then I was known for throwing kickbacks a lot. Back in my day, dice games, domino, we barbecuing, card games, spades, whatever.
Yeah.
Music playing, food.
Yeah.
The dude said, won't you name your podcast The Kickback? And that's what came to
Good
Kickback.
name.
I launched my first episode 2017 on YouTube in June. And here we are right now, man. And that's how I became a podcaster, because I said, you know what, I'm gonna do for rappers what nobody can do for me. I'm gonna do for anybody that has a business or anything they got to put out to the people what nobody would do for me, because I'm gonna get it out there. I'm gonna make them want it. If the radio station can play a song 20 times a day to manipulate your mind and hypnotize you to like it, I'm gonna do the same thing but differently. I'm gonna do podcasting, so I've been podcasting, and I recognize the unrecognized, and if you recognize, I recognize you. Just think, but I want people people don't know about you.
It's awesome to do your part, man, and to help someone else, to provide a service for someone, to help them. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that the Lord teaches too, man, is to, put ourselves second and put other people's, issues and stuff before ours.
I had to share him that, y'all, because he never knew what this podcast was about. It's called The Kickback. That's why I do it, man.
I love the name. I love the logo too.
Yeah, it's my Cuddy. My name is Cuddy. It's information, education, and education from Cuddy. And sometimes I get Cuddy-cated. I learn something from my guests.
It's awesome.
And it's The Kickback. I know the regular format of it, we eating on there, we drinking it, audience and stuff.
Where the food at?
I should have had, you know what? The next time you come on, though, I got them, though. People love my ribeyes.
Yeah, I love the setup and
everything. You watch
everything.
those episodes, previous episodes from back in the day, you'll see we eating on there and drinking, you'll see. And you go back,
I know if you had Goodness Gracious on there, it had to be some eating going on.
You know what Goodness Gracious came on?
Yeah.
He got here early so he can grill himself.
That's what I'm talking about.
He grilled we ate ribs and chicken wings and shrimp that day.
Yeah.
He said, I'm gonna get there early so I can do the cooking. He got his own little catering thing.
Yeah. I went to it. When he had his restaurant, I heard him
Yeah, good shot to get the great man, my boy, GG. And speaking of that, man, y'all got a lot of songs together, man. And your body of work is nice, man, and it's good how you can listen. So if you listen to his songs, you'll forget about the transitions to Christian, because all of it sound righteous. All of it to me sound righteous. Like I can listen to it, like it gets put it like this with what Apple Music gives us. it flows together.
Yeah.
I think they probably give you about 65 songs, your top songs.
Wow. That's
because there's others, you on the C Strud, the first song.
A lot of people's stuff. Yes, shout out to C Strud.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, C Strud.
C Strud, the Fat Crip.
Yeah. That's
Fat Crip.
Yeah, that's the bro. Me and bro in
South Dallas, Dixon Circle.
Me and bro probably got 2 or 3 tracks together.
But that first track, the number 1 track, is with him.
Yeah.
On Apple. It might be like on, but I just know because when I started listening to all your stuff, I said I gotta have some type of.
Yeah.
I gotta see what I missed out on and what I'm missing on, because I know you got a nice body of work, and it's not just your stuff. You appear on a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
But another thing besides your music though that you're doing, you started your Christian rap.
Yes, sir.
Now you got this merchandise.
Yes.
PVO.
PVO, positive vibes only. Live life to the
What
fullest.
you got in this bag, man? What you got in here, man?
Got some goodies for you and your wifey, man.
Oh,
got
man.
a couple royal blue t-shirts. You know what I'm
Righteous.
saying? Yeah, man.
My color right here. What this is? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Good
Yes.
quality t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get me some music. Share two Adidas or some Chucks.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
But
Keep
yeah,
that podcast show.
But yeah, we keep it. I try to keep the use high quality material, and that's what I promote, man. Positive vibes only. That actually came to me when.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, you went, bro. My pleasure, bro.
Yes.
Yes, man. My pleasure, bro.
So
For
we
real.
keep
spread positive vibes, like Frankie Beverly say, spread it all over the world, man.
Yeah. I'm all over the world.
Yeah.
Happy feelings everywhere.
Yeah,
my favorite band.
Man.
Legends.
Legends.
Happy people everywhere.
That's that vibe. That's my highway music, bro.
Say it all over the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
So, okay. I appreciate you, man. It's kind of cool that you got this, because I remember when you started this.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, time go by, a year later, one of my partners, my homeboy, Big Sack, who y'all gotta connect, man. Y'all gotta link up, man. On Facebook, he's Jeremy Williams.
Okay.
He has good vibes on. And he has his shirts. He got the punch or the panther kickback like no words at all.
Mm-hmm.
He has positive vibes on. And me and Charlie Moe, I've been flirting with the shit on Facebook. And Charlie Moe said, "I think you own to something, man."
Mm-hmm.
I said, he's like, "I think they should make an album. I think y'all should call y'all album Positively Greatness."
Positive greatness, man.
Positive greatness.
Yeah.
And like, cause he's good vibes on it, and you positive vibes on it. So
That's what's up.
put y'all together, positive greatness on it.
Positive.
And then it'll be PGO. It'll be PG-13. But yeah, appreciate this, man. So
You're welcome.
and he had ladies. He got stuff for the ladies. I said,
Yeah.
go to Colby Savage on Facebook, or let them know where you go.
Yeah, you go to Colby Savage. That's Colby spelled like the cheese, Colby, and I like Kobe Bryant. And you can also go to the website, thepvolife.com, thepvolife.com. You can order through there, or you can just order directly through me on any of my social sites, Instagram or Facebook.
Right.
And we got all kind of stuff, but everything is promoting positivity. Got the positive vibe hats. I got slides.
He got windbreaker. He got all type of stuff.
Yeah,
man. He probably gonna have a shoot one day, you know.
Yeah, hey, man. God is able, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Positive vibes on it, man. I love it, man. I love the music behind it. I love the music before it.
Thank you,
My
brother.
wife, she's gonna love it. So you dropped the Wisdom album. You dropped Volume 1 and Volume 2 with a positive vibe. What's next?
What's next is probably going to be Positive Parables. Volume 3 is what I'm thinking. I kind of like where that's going. I like the sound of it. The new music, that's why I'm smiling now, because I really like the new music.
I see.
Yeah, I like the new music,
I like
man.
it too,
Yeah, I like the new music. It's definitely good enough to keep me going. I love it when the music helps me. When I listen to it and I'm listening, and it's like I'm blessed by it. You know what I mean? So that's like motivation that it'll help somebody else, and that's kind of the the capacity that I'm moving in right now is, even if I can touch one person, even if one person is moved by what I say, or make them open up their Bible, or make them think, you know what, it ain't that bad. Let me maybe give God a try. You know, that's everything for me, because I've been doing it so long, and I ain't trying to make no $1 million from it. I really probably didn't put more into it than I've gotten out, but doing it for Christ, doing it for this greater cause, doing it with a purpose, doing it with the intention of helping somebody the way that I know I needed help. You know, that gives me the extra to keep on going, and even without having the stuff to show for it.
Speaking of giving, before we close out, the song is in my head right now, and it's been in my head ever since. And the song that I like right now, man, and the video, and I'm gonna have it shared. It's gonna be the intro to this video. The song "Give Me Peace."
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm glad you like that, Jay. Yeah, that's my jam too.
P.A. Chico.
P.A. Chico, met P.A. I salute to P.A. Chico.
You know, I shot in New York.
Yeah,
I see that. That's coming on saying like, is that Philly? That's it, because he's like a Philadelphia.
Newburgh. We was in Newburgh, New York. We was in upstate actually. I think he's from. I think he might be from some other parts.
Keep talking.
But yeah, man. I was on Instagram, and I hit him up. Matter of fact, no, he hit me up. He liked one of my videos, and so I went to his page, and I was impressed, because he's a young guy, and he's doing positive gospel music, and so I inboxed him, and I had wrote a song probably a couple of days ago, and so I sent what I had wrote to him, and he sent it back to me. He had, he just spit it on his phone, of course, just wanted to kind of give me a reference of what he could do, and I liked it. I like, that sound different. That's a whole nother vibe. And so he went to the studio, actually laid it, sent it back to me. I did my parts, and then he loved it. I loved it, and I ain't never been in New York. I had never been in New York.
Y'all shot it in the snow and everything.
Man, and that's another funny thing.
How was that?
We was in my room was in Manhattan, so we ended up driving down to upstate New York. And
y'all went upstate New York, Buffalo?
It's Newburgh. But yeah, no, I think it's about Rochester. It's probably about an hour, 15, 20 minutes outside of New York. That's how far we drove. So, but it was clear in New York. So, as soon as we got to his neighborhood and got the camera going, it started snowing. Immediately, bro, that was nice, bro. And I had never did a video in the snow, so it was perfect, bro.
That was nice. I didn't even know it happened like that, though. Let's give it up for that shit.
Yeah, that was perfect, man. And so we did that, and then we drove back down to Manhattan and finished up the video there. And yeah, man, shout out to the whole crew that shot the video. Shout out to P.A. Chico. Shout out to New York. I love New York. We definitely gonna be going back. I got a new single called No Better Place featuring
Mocha Soulfly. That's a new single?
That's a new single. That's new.
Mocha Soulfly?
Mocha Soulfly, my boy Jay Quest from the Bronx. No, because we just recorded it.
But he's from the Bronx?
He's from the Bronx. He came down a couple weeks ago, and he flew back. He came down, did the feature, and we chopped it up, and then he went back. Like I said, his name is Jay Quest. His brother name is Ump. He got a lot of stuff with Jada Kiss, videos and stuff. They make beats and they be rapping. They brothers. Jay Quest is the younger brother. That's the one.
First, man, I didn't know. I Survived. I love I Survived.
I Survived. That's the feature with Brian T with Kingdom Music. Shout out to Kingdom Music.
With the trombone in the video.
Yeah.
I love that one. It's like I'm still playing Tucker War right now for the intro to the.
I'm glad you like that one too, bro.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm glad you like that, John.
But You Give Me Peace.
Yeah.
That song just keeps I hear it now. I can be driving and another song be playing in my shuffle.
You give me peace, now back on my feet, feeling way better than I was on these streets. If anything I can do better.
Yeah,
man.
I'm talking about. And then like the beginning of the video, you get a dude, you talk to him, you didn't put like my stepson said, I like how he came at the dude, like he was forcing.
To be honest with you, it was so spur of the moment because I'm down here in Texas, he in New York, so when we get there to shoot the video, we didn't have a lot of direction. We were like, we're gonna be at this store, and he was like, yo, I'm gonna come in the store, and you're gonna talk to me, just say whatever's on your heart or whatever. And you know, that's kind of how it went. I think we only did 2 takes, and he was like, cool. So, but you know, whenever I'm put on the spot to do some acting, it always kind of hits my nerves. But yo, we in it.
That was good of you. You did good.
Thank you.
People might be hitting you up to be
Yeah,
empowered.
hey.
You might be appreciating power. Or one,
I'm down, bro.
You might put you on to be a pastor or something.
Whatever. That's real though. No, but whatever he.
I love it.
I don't. You know, people ask me that sometimes about preaching. I don't think I could preach. I know that I can put lyrics together and I can do it on stage or whatever. But preaching, you know, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother realm, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I salute anybody if you're in leadership and God has brought you out of darkness and now you have been called to preach and you're leading a church or you're leading a group of people, I salute you, I pray for you because I know that is a heavy burden to carry because you're in part, you know, directly in partnership with God to oversee people's souls and to help people see things a better way. So I pray for those type of leaders, man. I don't think I could ever preach, but if he pushed me and say he would have to do me like he did Moses, like actually speak through a bush or something and say, hey, go preach.
Yeah.
And then I probably would do it, but nah, man. I just want to help somebody, like I said, help somebody the way I was helped when I was in the dark place.
Yes.
I was in.
And that's what you been. It looks like you're doing it, man.
That's
like,
what I'm trying to do, bro. That's it.
You got everything going. You standing on it, man.
Yeah.
10 toes down.
10 toes down.
10 hands up. 10
Yeah.
fingers up. My bad.
Yeah.
But like, to get back to you give me peace. I normally do the. Y'all know I normally do the Scram Award. Cause it was just so known for a Choose Scram Award.
Mm-hmm.
I got shirts that Scram, man. My background on my cover on my Facebook, you see the little my logo Scram bit with the figure like that. But I had shirts like that. But I normally give out a Scram bit award for anything that's disturbing my peace. Like stomach aches, 635. It can be Jimmy Garoppolo.
Right.
It can be anybody.
Right.
James Harden. My 76ers. It can be anybody. I just want to say Scram.
Right.
But no, I want give me peace.
Yeah.
Give me peace. And then think about it, everybody they want peace, man.
Everybody.
It's hard to find peace, man, because you think having peace is getting away from everybody and cutting everybody off, man. You don't find peace, man, till you find God.
Right. Man, you said, hey.
And I know I'm in it with the Scram Award, but we gonna end it with a peace.
Peace.
And I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. I'm gonna holler at y'all. My boy Colby Savage. Did you enjoy yourself?
I had a great time, bro. It's
Man,
my
you
pleasure,
came back.
bro.
You can
My
always
pleasure.
come back on, man.
Sir.
I drive the commerce next time.
Yeah, you always welcome. Come to the
Yeah.
country, man. We do the same
I
thing
love
in
to come to the country,
bro.
man. I love you.
I be having deer in my backyard, coyote, all that.
I'm gonna be very photo. I'm gonna be Steven Spielberg, and I ain't
Bro.
never been around none of that type of stuff. I'm a
Come
city
to the
guy.
country. You gonna love this, bro. I'm telling
I'm
you.
a city guy. I love that. I like to walk. Like I would walk around the grass, and just you know what I'm saying.
We got chicas and stuff like
What
that.
I'm saying, y'all, man, we're gonna give me peace, man. My boy Colby Savage.
Glory to the Most High.
Yeah, I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. Holla at y'all. Yeah.